What's going on YouTube? Rdapdan here. It's been a minute since I've posted any videos on anything federal prison, halfway house, topic related. So I thought I'd post a video up here. I try to be mostly positive with my videos and upbeat because I know a lot of you are getting ready to go to federal prison or know somebody that's getting ready to go to federal prison. So you guys are reaching out for positivity and reinforcement and trying to help yourselves get through this process. So today's video is pretty much the whole transition process from out of federal prison into federal halfway house and just kind of how that feels. Today's definitely one of those days where it's a little harder and a little more trying than others, and I have to keep reminding myself that it could be worse, because it definitely could be worse. You know, I've got people that care about me, I've got a job, but today's one of those days where no matter what, you're just frustrated and you just want to scream, and it's not a whole lot you can do about it. You know, living in a federal halfway house is not easy, and they gave me 11 months of halfway house time, which I was so excited when I got it, but now it's just becoming too mundane, and I'm very, very much ready for this halfway house experience to be over. There's really nothing more I can get from it. I go home on the weekends from Friday to Sunday. I get a 48-hour pass. And I love it because I get to go home, I get to see my girlfriend, see my animals, sleep in a real bed, watch TV, eat real food. But when Sunday night comes, or Sunday even comes, in the morning, it's all you think about is going back. So the whole immediate gratification and wanting things now, it's very hard to deal with, because every time I get something else or I get a step further in this process, the feeling of, all right, what's next, kind of wears off real fast, and I start wanting more, and I start wanting more. You know, my work, it's not real satisfying. You know, I have a job, doesn't pay a lot. You know, I make $400 a week before taxes, and then I got to give 25% of that to the halfway house, helping my girlfriend out with, you know, bills and stuff at the house. So at the end of the day, there's really no money. And I haven't seen my kids in a long time, you know, since before I went to prison. So it's been well over a year since I've seen them, and I just feel like I'm missing so much out of their lives. And I talk to them on the phone, and I do what I can, and I'm sure I could do more, but it's just really overwhelming, and I'm not sure when I'm even going to get to see them. You know, my oldest daughter is going to be 16 in May, so I'm missing out on a lot of the important parts of their lives. And they're in New York City, and I'm in Washington State. I can't go visit them. They can't really come visit me. So it's just frustrating. You know, halfway house is no walk in the park. In a lot of ways, you have more luxury and more benefits halfway house, because you can go outside, you can go to work, and you can go home on the weekends. But you realize how much more you want those things because they're at your fingertips now. As to where sitting in prison, you kind of disconnect from that a little bit more, because your world and your society and your day-to-day is confined by what goes on in that prison. So that consumes your life. Yeah, you think about being out and you miss it, but you don't see it. You know, you get used to your routine. Routine in a federal halfway house is horrible, at least where I'm at. You know, unless I'm at work or going home on the weekends, the halfway house has no structure. It's not designed to really offer you anything. It's very much kind of like how county jail is. It's dark, there's nothing to do, it's kind of a negative vibe. You're just surrounded with time to think, and my struggles right now, I would probably say, are I have so much to work on, getting my license back, getting my child support wrapped up. I was saving some money. I had a little over $1,000 saved, and child support reached in with no notification or nothing and just took everything out of my bank account. I got a text message in the morning from Chase saying my account was in the negative. So that was devastating to find, because I put myself in that situation. You know, I love my kids and I want nothing more than take care of them. I'm trying to do child support modification. My child support is supposed to be $1,000 a month, and I can't afford anywhere near to that. So I'm going through the process of modifying my child support. My child support is in Florida. I live in Washington, so I had to get a referral from the Legal Aid Society of Washington to refer somebody in Florida to help me. So I've been dealing with the Legal Aid Society in Florida since October, and it's not a fast process. I notified child support that I was in prison, that I was incarcerated, that I did not have the ability to pay during that time period. And so trying to save this money so I can actually hire somebody, an attorney or a paralegal, to help me with my child support, because it's $1,000 a month. I can't afford that, and paying them something or nothing, it just keeps going into the rears, and it keeps adding up. It keeps adding up to right now it's like $70,000 that I owe in child support. So it's embarrassing, and I look at it differently now. I used to think people were deadbeats and just didn't care about their kids or didn't want to do anything, but there are other circumstances. I got myself into that position, yes, but by the time I really realized how serious it was, I was so deep. And now trying to get myself out of it to where I can afford it, not trying to get out of child support, just trying to get a payment I can afford so I can get my driver's license reinstated. It just creates so many other problems. And if any of you have gone through this, or you know of something to help, I'd be open to suggestions, because it's just like the air was just deflated, gone. And the old thoughts of criminal thinking and criminal activity and instant gratification of doing stuff that I shouldn't do to make money fast, you know, pops back into the front of your mind. And you know, I really have to look at this bracelet that I wear, the white one. You know, it's my Rdap bracelet for what I went through, and challenging those thoughts and realizing that that's not the answer. That's just going to lead me to more chaos, and it might give me money right this moment, but who knows, next month, next year, I can be looking at another federal indictment for shitty decisions. So I'm not in here. Instead, I'll come on here and vent and talk to my YouTube people, because believe it or not, a lot of you guys in your comments have been actually a lot more uplifting than people in my own circle and my own friends. I mean, it's just weird how the situation works, and it's important to you at that moment when it happens, but you can't expect everybody else to really care that much. I mean, I'm sure they do, and sometimes you just need to be able to vent, and you don't necessarily need, you know, I'm not looking for the answers. I'm not looking for somebody to give me this magic recipe. I'm just looking to have people hear the story and relate to it, because I know I'm not the only one going through this, and I'm not going to be the last one, and I'm sure there's people out there that got it way worse than I do. So I am grateful for the things that I do have. There's just good days and bad days, and at the end of the day, I'll pull myself through it, and I'll use enough positive self-talk to keep pushing. But right now, I just felt like venting on YouTube. I don't know if that's sad or if that's a good idea, but that's what I'm doing. So if any of you have any similar situations or similar stories or questions or advice, let me know. Post a comment on this video. Also, subscribe to my videos and like my videos. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Rdapdan. Thanks.